We must investigate where that came from. That can't be right. Someone must have got hurt.
It is eerily quiet as he says that, and it echoes through the wooden corridor. You see Perrin sort of turn around with his cloak, and he quickly, with brisk pace, starts walking. And you want to go all the way out, Perrin?
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a few steps backwards and tap my microbead, and there's not too much issue about our cover anymore. The butler's dead. You might want to come up. His head exploded. I'm not sure if it was something here that did it or if he had an implant.
Excellent. You get an inspiration point. Good introduction of the new players. And with that, Jay and Hergel, you step into the scene. Now, we can take Hergel first. This is a tradition we do every session. We introduce each character. Hergel, as you run into the corridor, the woodwork creaking under your feet or boots, what do they see?
Bloody hell, I'm not bloody prepared. Okay, so Hera is quite a brawny woman. She's rather tall. She has white hair. She has pierced eyebrows. She definitely wouldn't fit the role of a medic if you saw her, with a combat vest on her, 2 auto pistols, and a chainsword attached to her waist. She's very brutish, it would seem. Definitely not the kind you would want to see when waking up from a gunshot.
And do you carry any weapons, any visible weapons?
Yes, the chainsword.
Chainsword, anything else?
The 2 auto pistols, holstered.
Yes.
And she also has a servo skull orbiting her as well.
So there's a servo skull. Does it have a particular light? What does it look like?
The servo skull is rather clean. There's not a lot of augmentations to it. You notice that there's a scanner, but other than that, it's very don't know the word for it. Minimal.
Cool.
That's the word.
Nice. Awesome. Thank you. And McManus, you come running behind Hergel as she takes 1 foot on the staircase, and you hear it sort of squeak under her boots. Her armor must be quite heavy. What do you look?
When Mac enters the room, they see a somewhat normal-looking man, having blonde hair, a few battle scars at the seam. He has a grisly look in his eyes when he starts talking. People who waste time looking at them notice that they're green, and they're sort of looking at a tanned man. What unusual is about him when you stare some more at him is that he has a complex or rather larger head than most people have. It seems that this man has an awkward body to head ratio. What people gather is that this man is just one of the ordinary guardsmen. Walks like one, talks like one, smokes and drinks like one. But it is known, or it is seen, that this man knows what he as he has a somewhat odd-looking sniper rifle with a silencer on his back, as well as an auto pistol in his hip holster. This one also being silenced. Furthermore, he has a quite bulky look due to his Imperial Guard flak, which has most of the insignia which it might have worn off. Furthermore, he has his somewhat odd-looking chip hanging on a thread around his neck. Upon deeper inspection, people who served in the guard or served aside one can recognize this as a Baneblade tank thread. will get shipped. Probably one of his stories to tell, but none for now.
Awesome. Nice description. Is it, what is his demeanor like right now? Is he bothered? Is he encouraged?
You can see Mac kind of worried. Whenever he hears a gunshot or an explosion, that never means anything well. As far as he lived up to in times of war, an unexpected shot or explosion usually means trouble.
But he
So
can
he
tell
looks
sort
for
of,
it.
if a person who didn't know him was to see him now, they would sort of see a soldier running into the fray of battle. You've been in this
Yes.
situation before.
With mixed anger and fear.
Awesome. Good. You both get an inspiration point. And as you stop in the lobby, your armor and faces light up with the lumen globes. And for this particular place only, you're all dressed in firebrand robes. So take note of that. And Perrin, as you run out past them, what do you do yourself?
I don't run. I walk off a bit from where the butler died. I lean against the wall, heavily leaning my staff against the wall, fumbling through my robes, and bringing a small glass bottle to my suntanned, rather emaciated face that has almost leathery texture below the fake bionics that cover the empty eye holes that he has. And yeah, you might want to come help. And Perrin takes a deep swig out of this bottle before holding it out, pouring long draft on the floor, and then corking it and putting it back inside his robes.
Nice. Nice. You guys are free to move. What do you do?
Callus most likely would try to desperately clean his visor since he's now muddied with the blood with the blood of the good fellow that now has everything above his head missed.
Good pun there.
That's good stuff. You're all covered in blood. Everyone was in the second floor.
He would desperately rush downstairs, meeting our compatriots and saying, for Emperor's sake, have you seen that? Was that normal? Is someone supposed to do that?
I am grateful my detail vision is not as accentuated as yours.
Do an awareness minus 10 test, apparently.
Yeah, nope.
Lucky rolls.
Cool.
Let's go for an inspiration on that.
I recommend not.
It seems fun.
I recommend not. It's not important.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Could be fun.
Cool. Yeah. No. As you look around, you sort of inspect the body. The shock wears off. You can share. Everyone's eyes are sort of flared open, and you look to the wall. You see a slight crack in the wall, and there is a combat shotgun, sort of stuck between two pillars, and it's leading out. As Bertolt told you, he has never been to the second floor. He was strictly forbidden from going.
There's not any one of you that happens to be good at looking for traps?
Hera will actually draw both of her pistols and head upstairs. She's going to say on the microbead that I'll be up in a moment. Don't move.
Nice.
Follows.
Love the voice.
I'll make sure to follow behind just in case.
Whoever is speaking now, you're extremely low. Can barely hear you.
Oh, Jashaka. It's Jashaka.
Shaka, I can barely hear you.
You still alive?
We're gonna fix that.
Can you hear me now?
Still very
A
low.
little bit better, still low.
Hold on, let me switch sources.
Yep. Meanwhile, Adurna, you can describe your character for everyone else. Just whatever, how long you want.
I can re-describe indeed.
Oh, you
Have
already
a-
described him? My bad.
Yeah.
My bad. Everyone else?
Can you hear me
anyone
now?
hasn't introduced their characters? Yes, Jashaka. Tavi.
Yeah,
what are
we
you
have
looking
not seen.
at? Tavi.
Oh, also,
What is
Gallus.
your character?
Before the person would go upstairs inspecting, Callus would say, let me start ahead to make sure the road is safe. Sending his servo skull, scanning the walls. You can see how he crouches down with a device on his hand, on his right hand. As he fiddles with it, his nails and fingers are a bit too long for human proportions. He is currently wearing some enforcer-like carapace with his visor muddied with blood, although very suddenly and briskly trying to scrape the blood from it. Not good enough to see clearly, but not bad enough as to not see what runes are displayed on his wrist device.
Yeah. So obviously he's a tech priest.
No, I'm a fucking what was it? The other religion.
Okay. Can you describe
Minnesota.
your character for everyone? So we know who you are. Tavi. Could you describe your character?
Oh, right. 1.6 meters tall, blonde haired, although you could not see it over his helmet. He's wearing some priestly clothes under his armor. He has a small hand flamer on his side. He positions himself in such a way that, if needed, he could quickly raise it up to any foe of the Emperor. I described him a bit earlier, so that's what's
You did?
left.
Alright. Judo, you haven't described your character.
Jashaka is currently dressed up with the firebrand patch and looking the equivalent of a tactical, like a tactical squad person in the most nondescript version possible. On his back, he's what looks to be a large pole wrapped around in bandages with a few weapons and an auto pistol currently out sweeping corners and being very tactical.
You look all armored up, I'm assuming.
Yes.
With your visor down. Cool. Alright. Perrin is the most civilian looking person here. You're also standing around in a circle now, some upstairs, some downstairs. You're looking at each other, sort of debating what to do. And yes, what do you guys want to do? You don't know if someone has heard
Jashaka
you,
will.
and we're doing it live. So as you're talking, as you're doing stuff, time is passing in the game.
Okay.
Jashaka will remind everybody the safe we were trying to open originally is open downstairs. I would suggest we take a quick gander together just in case there might be something of unreasonable existence in there.
Indeed. Hera, can you investigate for traps with us downstairs? And Callas, you can move on up the stairs.
But of course.
On it.
Beautiful. Right, they head
Morton, quick
upstairs.
question.
You go down. Yep.
Is there any windows where I'm currently?
Right in the hallway that you're in. To the right is a big dining hall, very luxurious. There are 3 huge windows in it.
Is it? Would that be already cleared, or is that something I don't?
No
You
one has
don't
been
know.
there yet.
Right. I'll go upstairs and follow Harris, my sister.
Upstairs. Yeah.
Yeah. I would also like to move my drone forward as to scan. I'd like to burn my inspiration point for nothing escapes my sight as I use the drone.
Alright, what does that do?
In addition to a normal use of faith points, a seeker character may spend a faith point to automatically succeed an awareness or inquiry skill test with a number of degrees of success equal to his perception bonus.
Well done. Alright. Where is your...
Also, the servo skull lets me see through walls at least 30 centimeters thick.
Really? Damn,
Yeah.
dude. You just hacked
So no
my-
more
you just
shotguns
hacked
into
my
walls.
match. Oh shit. Okay, well. Where do you want to look, I guess?
The entire first floor.
Alright. So, all of you sort of look as... Ty, what's your character name again?
Callus.
Callus. Callus sort of walks up, his servo skull lights up, he activates it, turns it around, and sort of stops you before you run any further. His servo skull very quickly spins around, does a 360, and reports back to you, Tyler. There is a... on the first floor is a big dining hall. There's a desk drawer. In the desk drawer there are several glistening metal objects. There are several other rooms around you. There's a kitchen next to the dining hall where you see some... he tells you that there are some old brown tiles and polished marble surfaces. Everything is covered in dust. You see sort of this ominous light, and your servo skull conveys that it was shimmering through a small round window covered in cobwebs. There's also some stairs leading up.
To a second floor, I presume.
Yes. And your monolithic servo skull doesn't see any other people in the first floor.
I'd like to also use tech use check to see whether I can detect any gases, any radiation, whatever the human perception
Your
cannot
servo
see.
skull sort of makes a little whizzing sound and sort of flies into the room. Comes back to you. No poison gases.
Callus looks up from his display, reading the runes, and says, all clear upstairs.
That was in the first floor.
Well, he's still behind the others,
Cool.
a bit lower.
Yes. Where do you want to go, guys?
We will be heading downstairs into the safe.
Downstairs?
Yes.
Okay, downstairs there's
We'll
a
let.
huge...
Yeah, we'll let the tech pros investigate upwards until they reach
Cool.
something.
So from now on we won't use downstairs, upstairs is too confusing. First floor, basement, second floor. First floor was where you entered, basement is down. Second floor.
Yeah, we're doing basement.
You're going down to the basement, there's a huge metal door in the basement. I can't remember that you opened that.
Yes, I did. I rolled a 3.
The door was already open.
On a what?
No, I mean the safe. That was the last roll, and then that was when the game stopped last time, and I rolled an odd 3.
Yes, but I don't think that was the basement. I think that was the first floor.
That was the basement.
Oh, no,
'cause I remember we.
There was the door to the basement, the big vault doors.
Really?
Yeah.
And what
Yes.
kind of what kind of check was it?
It was
Security.
It was to unlock it.
Security check?
Yeah.
Yes,
Cool.
I was even at a -10.
Impressive, impressive. Then, as you head downstairs, the huge metal door is open. There is a panel on the left side of it. There is some whizzing sound, and the machine spirit is extremely advanced and is connected to a cogitator somewhere in the building. door is open. What do you do?
Does anyone understand this? I'm not quite familiar with this technology.
I could have a look if you want, but where's that?
Well, please don't endanger yourself. I'd hate for my job to become harder.
Nice. Alright, do you want to take a look at it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, time is passing live, by the way, as I said. Yeah, so you walk up to it, it's extremely advanced. You can basically pull several levers and sort of try to manipulate it. Do you want to do that?
Is there any slot which I can connect my MIU with?
Yes.
I will attempt to do that.
Yes, alright. Do a security -10 check. Sorry, tech use.
Tech use -10?
Yep.
Right, so... Okay, 1 sec. Okay, right. So it's basically a flat.
You need to read the results from it, because I can't see the screen.
Oh,
What is the results?
That is a
3 degrees
32?
of success.
3 degrees success. Alright. Then you are basically right now accessing Caius's cogitator. As soon as you gain access to it, you realize that it's in the basement, several floors down. You also sort of whiz past several systems, and you can take a logic +10 test. Everything is happening in binary, and it's happening very, very quickly.
I have an inspiration point. Can I use that to gain a bonus to this?
Nope, but you can reroll it.
Alright,
not sure
let
if
me
you can
first
reroll.
check this, if I can pass it. I'm gonna use that point to reroll.
Yep. That's then nice you get a bonus.
Perfect, straight on.
Alright. You access the security system of Caius's basement. Everything upstairs, you quickly realize, is just a hollow shell. The actual infrastructure of the building is downstairs. There are vast cogitators, networks of servitors even, and they are connected with this huge cogitator. There are some combat servitors that you can access. You can attempt from this location to access them, but it will be difficult and risky.
Is there to access the combat servitors, you mean? Mac pipes up. Alright, this is what I got, as he presses down his mic read. Everything's downstairs. There's a whole lot of combat drones down there as well as other security systems. I got access to it right now, but if I try to fiddle with it, we might turn this place sky high or haywire. Got 2 options. We roll with the punches straight on, or I'll attempt to see if I can manipulate this thing. No guarantees, however. Which one do we prefer?
Get an inspiration point.
Let's just see that we don't have any friends approaching, because if so, I believe we should hurry things up a little. Otherwise, I think we can take.
Do I have any access to exterior camera? Or if there are any?
Aha. Do a logic +20 test.
No.
Alright. Perrin, do you want to run upstairs? Or outside?
Yeah, I'll run upstairs and
No, I mean out. You wanted to check if there was someone outside.
Yeah, I'll do my best to just wipe the worst of the blood off myself, to like spread it out so it isn't quite as clear on these already red robes.
Yep.
And get out and just see if there are any presences within 100 meters.
As soon as you run out, you look over the city. These spires stretching out forever. You look on the bridge outside. Not a soul. You look sort of left and right. At least for 100 meters each direction. There's no one.
Well, it seems clear enough if you want to start working through that slowly. I trust you to make the best decision on how to clear things downstairs.
Are you sure that it is clear? There is not a soul in sight?
Oh,
There
within
is-
100 meters. I'm afraid I don't have eyes the way you do.
Oh, my apologies.
Pairing with Michaelis as he moves downstairs, he would also follow him outside. He would also look around, and I presume I also don't see no one.
That's right.
And then he turns to Perrin and says, although it's kind of suspicious, isn't it?
Indeed. I
We may
believe.
not have much time.
Yes. If you start working, we'll have another look upstairs just to see we don't leave any obvious clues around.
Your microbead all light up as Mac speaks. Do I take this that I'm gonna take out all the servitors from, or are we gonna do it the old-fashioned way?
I trust your expertise.
Callis would tap his microblade, saying, I'm on my way to assist you in any way I can. I may not look like it, but I used to fix a lot of agitators in the local magistrate office.
You're full of surprises, pal. I'll wait for you here and see if I can slut up the comedy.
Excellent.
Wow. Yeah, you guys
Is
are
there
great
any
at role playing. I'm gonna give everyone an inspiration.
I already had one, goddamn.
That's how it works. That's how it works. You gotta spend it.
Better use it quicker.
Yeah.
Yep.
Does this cogitator have extra room to hook up my combi?
Who could we what?
Hook up my combi tool.
Yes.
I would do so, and I wait.
So right now you're connected in two different directions, and everything is just lighting up in your face. As it's binary code, you're just focusing on it, so your eyes flickering. And what else do you want to do? As I said, you can start trying to deactivate the combat servitors.
There's one person coming up. I believe it was Callus,
Yep.
who I'm waiting for to get assist.
Yep,
He
Callus
looks
comes
over
running.
his shoulder. He looks over your shoulder and says, Jesus Christ, by the Emperor's sake, that's a lot of data.
I love it. So, let's get started, huh? As he cracks his knuckles. He presses down onto his microbead once more and states, Alright, time to get heavy. If anything happens, I'm sorry in advance, but I'm gonna start and try deactivating these sons of bitch. 1 second. And I look back at my panel as I try to clear the first room that people might encounter of danger.
Yeah. So there are two different avenues you can go down in the binary maze. One is try to access all of them and deactivate the sort of core code. The other one is to access each individually. It will be a lot easier.
Play it big. Play it big.
Do we
We're
want to
going
play it
big.
big? Yeah.
We're going big!
Alright, fuck it,
You can
we're
only
going big.
attempt one time.
Do it
It's
live.
connected to a safe security system. What?
Do it live.
Shaka will set
Go
up
big or go home.
a fighting position.
Awesome. Jishaka runs down. So, get ready, scan. And, one or all?
All.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Yes.
Do a security. Do a security check. Minus 30.
Minus 30 security.
You also get
That-
plus 10 from me, that I assist you.
Alright, it's not tech
That
use,
is
that's
correct.
gonna be,
And
It's
you have
gonna
your
be-
combi tool connected. Remember that?
yeah, but the
Harry,
comic
not
tool
hearing this
only-
conversation being held in reality, he's just gonna walk around in his bloodied robe, just rifling through random drawers upstairs.
What is
Um,
what is the
upstairs, the
security
second floor?
check for?
Is the,
Like ground floor and then
Okay.
walking up the stairs slowly.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what you find just very
Yeah.
quickly. Yeah. First floor, you find in the desk drawer, you find 2 doses of Obscura. 1 dose of Detox.
Oh, nice.
you find a box of expensive glow sticks. You also find, sort of stacked on top of each other, endless documents with senatorum stamps. They look discarded, and as you look through them, it looks like someone has pulled out pages from them. And
So it doesn't look very interesting or important then.
definitely, yeah.
Yep.
Will take a long time to look through them.
Great. I'm happy.
Morton,
Yep.
going back to the test which I wanted to perform, is it a tech use test or a security? Because it is vastly
Security.
different.
Security
Right.
minus 30.
Ah, boy.
Can I burn a inspiration point for our bonus?
I would
Fate points can be.
Yeah, fate points can be burned for a bonus. That's right.
Would a multi-key help in this situation?
Yes.
Yes, it would.
Alright,
You can borrow mine.
I have my own multi-key.
Okay, I was not sure.
No,
Awesome. Jashaka runs down and is sort of standing next to you, offering his assistance. You get a +10 to
I'm re-rolling that. Fuck that. Inspiration point burning.
This is the last reroll, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Pray. Yes!
Yes!
Yeah!
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Do you want me
That was good
to
stuff.
roleplay it? What I
That was
would have.
good stuff. Okay, so it's basically like winning on a slot machine. Like all of these wheels just twist in the same direction. They sort of lock down, and you immediately notice that there is a complete shutdown of Caius's security system.
Mac exhales deeply as he looks over his shoulder. I think we're in. Let's get downstairs.
You, as a reward for a new player and an amazing achievement, regain a fate point.
A extra 2 above my current?
No, just if you've spent it. And you also get an inspiration
Callus,
point, of course. Yep,
Alright.
Callus.
Callus would finally breathe, take a deep breath, and says, "My, that was nothing like fixing the High Cleric's computer."
Well, welcome to the real world. Hope you like it out here. Had these situations plenty before, but let's get out of here before I start getting the drinks out, yeah?
Nice. What do you want to do, guys?
Join the others downstairs, stack up on Jashaka with my own auto pistol out, and follow him.
Remember, first floor, basement, second floor.
Yeah, go to the basement.
Basement.
Okay. So you're meeting in the basement. Meanwhile, Perrin, you're sort of snooping around looking for more stuff.
Yeah, I'm basically just, waiting for them to say, yeah, we
Yeah.
can go down now, the tech work stuff is done. So, yeah, I'm gonna start moving upstairs if I get done on the
Yeah,
first floor.
Awesome. Yeah, the floor tiles are definitely different up here. There's a master bedroom connected with a hallway. As you look inside, you see a beautiful draped bed, a massive carpet, candles everywhere, and an old wooden closet.
Are the candles lit?
They're not.
Oh,
They're
that's
all
good.
melted. Looks like the scene from Blade Runner where, everything is melted down.
Quite a fire hazard.
There's the
flag me,
closet
please.
is half open. That's the only interesting thing here.
Yeah, I'll be looking through different drawers. I'll look through the closet. I mean, I do need new clothes.
Cool.
These are full of blood.
As you open it up, you find 4 sets of noble clothes. You find a bookshelf with tons of notebooks. You find a sign attached to a shelf. It reads 1,000 points of light.
Yeah, it takes Perrin a bit to trace that out with his sight difficulties, so I think we're gonna end there for a moment.
Cool. Alright, so you're standing up there doing your thing, and everyone else is downstairs. Basement. And do you want to open the big metal door? Or do you want to walk into the basement?
Jashaka will set up a sniper's nest overlooking the door and instructing everybody to slowly open just in case something needs a hole for inspiration.
Nice. Who wants to go first?
Callus looks at Matt and says, "Are we sure it's safe? It's safe, right?"
I'll give you one piece of solid advice, Callum. Nothing in this world is safe. Not your food, not your drink, nothing. Sometimes, however, you just gotta take a risk, as he grins.
Callus would move towards the door and say, "You're totally owning me a drink after this."
Plenty of drinks. But then again, you're gonna end up paying the bill, don't worry about it. Now, let's get ventilated, shall we?
Jashaka loads a round into his sniper rifle looking at the door and tells everybody, "Get on with it already. I have bullets, but not enough time."
Callus opens the door as he bites his lower lip, hoping to the Emperor that it's safe to do so.
For sure. As you step through the door, you see sort of this hallway or maze of hallways and rooms, plast steel surfaces. Everything is very different. It smells almost medical, like sterile, like someone has washed it down with some kind of strong sterilizing liquid.
Can I roll to identify it?
You can.
I do have
Roll me
Medicaid. Would that be appropriate?
Medicaid plus 30.
Wonderful. Hang on. Alright, so that's 3 degrees of success, would it be?
This is a liquid used to wash blood and biological remains.
Wonderful.
As Callus opens the door, he says, "After you."
Oh, how
As he
mighty.
bows.
And Max steps through the door. He scans from left to right, pointing his auto pistol to wherever he's aiming. We're going.
Nice. As you walk through the hallway, you see this empty room, lots of lockers. They are half open. You want to walk into that room.
I avoid them.
Cool. You walk past it. There is another metal door. There's a panel. It's half open. You want to access it.
Does it look forced open, or is it
Nope.
normal?
Nope. Just like someone had it unlocked, they didn't expect anyone to be down there.
I press down on my microbit instead. Jashaka, move up with me. Got some company here, perhaps.
Jashaka will follow behind and switch weapons. It's hard to fire in close combat with a sniper.
Oh, you're moving in. I'll be right along.
Awesome. Okay. Perry comes running down, and you have plenty of
Who's
time for that.
quick question? Who's taking point?
Mac McManus is taking point.
Mac, would you like to switch weapons?
I already have my
As Jashaka hands you a silenced auto pistol and tells you, might come in handy to not arouse too much noise.
I'm pretty sure all of us have silenced auto pistols.
Oh, I
Mac
wasn't
would
sure.
hold his hand up, containing his own auto pistol with a silencer on it, and say, I think I'll keep my own. No personal feelings for that one, however.
Callus raises his hand with his hand flamer. Mine's a bit different, but I think it works all the same.
Jesus Christ, you're one of those wackos, aren't you?
If you have an extra, I would not mind.
It's
If
not
you
an
don't mind
extra.
having a blind man shooting beside you.
Karen, are you almost downstairs already?
Yeah.
Alright, we're breaching on 3. I take the left, Jashaka, you take the right. Callus, you're taking the middle. Got it?
Roger, a
sure.
leader.
Good. On 3. 1, 2.
Quick question. Your monotask server skull, is it in the room?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it now looking around currently?
Always. It's always standing.
It's going to tell you that in the next room there are many people who are armed.
As soon as I get this data, I put my hand on Matt's shoulder and say, Matt, I think you need to see this. And he shows him his wrist where all the rooms are displayed, all the data.
Nice.
What the f...
Yeah, they're not
Jesus
pointing their weapons anywhere. They are sitting on benches, they're sitting on chairs, hooked up to data looms. They are sort of have their weapons resting. They're talking, walking around. And they're quite far away. It's a huge maze of lobbies.
How many people would you count there being?
In the next room, you count 5 people. You also count people coming and going constantly. But as I said, it's huge, so you wouldn't have to run into them unless you wanted to.
May I make a suggestion?
Sure.
We passed a locker room, and I specialize in disguises. Might work in our advantage too. How's that old saying goes? When in Rome, do like the Romans.
Can I see what uniform they're wearing?
Absolutely. It looks so. Yeah, this is actually pretty good. It looks exactly like the Aventinian yeomanry uniform, but it is very obviously a forgery, as you can study even their ID cards. It does not up.
I show to Matt and say, does this look normal to you? It looks nothing like the real deal, right?
I have no idea, partner.
He moves to Jashaka. Think you can imitate this? And he shows the image.
Jashaka will look at it and go, let's see what we have to work with first. He starts making his way towards the locker room he passed and starts scrounging to see what's available there.
Very nice. So you find plenty of clothes there to dress like them. Basically their civilian clothing. Which is what most of them are dressed in anyway.
As he does that, I would like to ask the party, should we call for assistance from the firebrands as the second servo skull, a loud hailer, floats above him?
I believe we can do something else first while we prepare the next disguises. One of you slightly more well-built fellows could come with me up and just grab the last few clues found upstairs. And then we call them once we have packed those.
I'm not that well built, but idle hands do know that thing.
At least you haven't passed 60 yet.
Nice. Jashaka, you get an inspiration point for good ideas.
Jashaka will also search for any kind of usable equipment here while I'm scrounging for making costumes for everybody.
There is a microbead. You would assume it's connected to their network.
I will put that on and listen to the conversations.
Excellent. And you walk upstairs to the second floor. You sort of look through the
Wait
notes.
a second.
Yeah, wasn't that what you were doing with Perrin?
Yeah. I also keep my several active, scanning the walls, especially the walls.
Yeah, I would like to do a new senescence up here as well, since you said there was a senescent presence up here.
Yeah.
Last session.
You sense something with a strong presence of the warp in the third floor above you.
There is something on the next floor.
How bad?
Not sure. I mean, if you check for traps and we're both ready to run, I think we'll be fine.
This is looking a bit worried. One of your, your kind type of traps or normal traps?
You look for your kind of traps, and I'll keep an eye out for my kind.
Perfect, as he shows 2 thumbs up.
As you walk around, you can do an awareness -10.
Can I get a plus 20 burning my inspiration? Using my inspiration?
This time only, sure.
Okay, I'm gonna. So what was it?
-10.
Minus
Awareness.
10 on awareness, and with servo skull minus 10, so it'd be plus 30. Target 0. Yeah, that did not
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
register.
Yeah, we'll skip that. We'll say you succeeded. There are 2 more traps. You sort of easily detect them. Walk over the loose woodwork. Perrin, you're back in the master bedroom. It smells slightly scented, almost perfumed. You sort of look around and it smells of old woodwork. The massive wooden closet opens up and there are tons of notebooks. You can look through them, but it is way too much to bring with you.
oh shit.
But yeah.
Callus, I need your eyes, please.
As Callus says, you need something to put on my backpack?
Please help sort what might be useful from these.
Sure, let's see what we got. As Callus starts rummaging through the room.
Excellent. You sort of throw the notebooks down on the floor one by one, looking through them. Some of them sort of catch your eye, and you can do a forbidden lore heresy check to look for something incriminating or different. And you get a plus 10 to do it.
Nice. My strong points. Those are many degrees. 5, I think?
Nice,
5 or 4.
nice. Okay, that's actually sick. So, as you look through the notes, one of them is especially interesting. You lay it on the bed, sort of flick through it. Perrin, you can hear the pages turn. The notes date back several years, and it seems to indicate a connection between the cult of Zadok and Derulis' writings on the origin of the Great Sin, which was the cause of the pandemonium. You sort of gather that Caius could be a member of this highly heretical cult. And the cult, to those who haven't been here in previous sessions, are looking for the ancient teachings of the Roli. Other than that, nothing else of interest.
As he flicks through the book, he says, oh my, as he fiddles with his rosemary.
And by the way,
around
this
his
is extremely heretical and definitely incriminating.
He looks at Perrin and says, I think we just hit, what would they call it? Bingo?
That's quite reassuring, but yeah, pack up the important things so we can make sure that it stays secure. Perrin is gonna keep his focus on that warp presence until we do anything more, until the notes are secured.
Yes.
Callus puts his backpack on the ground and shovels in it all the necessary data and evidence.
Awesome. As soon as you do that, you hear this little whizzing sound. Looking outside, Perrin, you also sense this. Right outside your door now, and you can see it's telling. There is a monotask servo skull hovering in the air.
I tap Perrin's shoulder and say, "Hey, Perrin, that's not mine." As he points to the monotask server skull.
It's okay. Let's work on a manual reset. And Perrin will smite.
That's a matter of reason. Okay.
Yeah. Didn't you know? I'll take an aim action.
Yep.
It takes many bolts straight to the face. Do I need to roll the damage?
No. Does the weapon is it written down that it makes any noise?
No, it's lightning bolts. I guess it would make some noises as well.
Yeah, a little crackling noise.
I don't think it's louder than a suppressed weapon.
No, probably not. If they've written anything. Alright. The servo skull.
So yeah, make my best Palpatine impression there.
As soon as you reach out your hand, this lightning bolt hits it. It just flickers. You see these splints of light sort of fly off. It spins around and hits the wall violently. One of the paintings falls down and breaks. And the servo skull is completely broken. You listen for a little while, and you hear absolutely nothing.
Has anything happened with the psychic presence?
Nope. And the staircase continues up, so you can easily access the third floor.
Callus, once you're done with that, we should take a quick look up the stairs, but if it's not easy, we should just join the others, I believe.
Can I make a willpower saving throw to see whether I lose my shit since I saw the manifestation of Palpatine before my eyes?
Not necessary.
But
If
yeah, you
want
would
to.
see
If you
Callus,
think it's traumatic for your character, sure. Absolutely.
No, not that traumatic, but you would see Callus on the ground being like, yeah, sure, right away.
Nice. And what else do you do? What do you do next, guys?
Well, if he gets his notes, we would walk up the stairs, I believe.
Alright.
Hopefully without getting shot in the face.
Hopefully. You're still checking for traps. I'll make you read. On the third floor, you enter an observatory. It has a very powerful magnocular, and it lets you see most of the palace and plaza. You can very obviously see that it's not dangerous tabbing, so you can just walk up to it. You can see most of the city from here. You also look around and you find several shelves. You find beautiful
Where is the
trinkets.
presence?
Yeah, you find beautiful trinkets and jewelry. You also sort of look through the shelves, and the presence is in a drawer in a corner of this massive observatory.
Callus would look at the jewelry and say, those would make fine donations to the ecclesiarchy.
Well, I'm sure the Boleyn family would be honored to make a contribution. And Perrin is just gonna go straight for the drawer.
Awesome. Do an awareness -10.
Oh yeah, I've been hoping for that. Oh wait, wrong game system. No manual typing here. One degree of failure.
Interesting. All
I'll use my inspiration since I do have it.
Cool.
There we go. Many degrees of failure.
Many degrees of failure. Okay, well that's yeah. That's too bad. Okay, do a Sonitions test -20.
You got this. Come on, you got this.
I got this. 4 degrees. No, 3 degrees.
Of what?
No, 4. 4 degrees of success.
Of success.
Nice.
You're
Nice.
kidding me.
Fresh.
The fuck did you do that? Wow. All right.
Well, you see, that is the one skill that I have upgraded.
Oh, okay. Well, damn, that's impressive. As you near one of the there's a little box, almost looks like a miniature safe. You pull it out. It is rectangular, quite long, but still pretty small. And you sort of pull it out. You feel this presence trying to reach out for you, but almost like you're envisioning this screen, this purple screen in front of you. You feel the energy is sort of bouncing off of it, and you feel that you've sort of conquered this warp presence, and you're safe, you're mastering it. You feel it's safe to open the box.
And I'm not gonna open the box. I'm just gonna put it in my pocket and start walking down the stairs. Let's get going to the others. We can investigate the rest of our data later.
As you fiddle with the box and put it in your pocket, you could hear some glass smashing or something moving as Callas states here his rightful donations to the Ecclesiarchy.
Do you think any of the others would like these magnoculars?
Possibly hand them over.
Yeah.
Tavi, as you look through, you also find a bunch of lovely stuff. It is a little bit strange. Some of it looks like perfume, some of it looks like letters from a mistress. It is signed Niella.
Oh. He immediately takes the private correspondence.
As the object attaches to you, Perrin, you feel very obviously, almost like it's a personality, that this thing is now your burden, and it might become increasingly challenging as time passes. You sort of, intermittently, you see these visions of strange crystals, but it's very unclear to you.
Oh. Yep.
Yep, you run down, and you meet the others in the basement. Jashak. Yeah, go on, Phil.
As we're heading downstairs, I would like to press my hand against my microbead and say, hey, just Saka, how are we doing with the infiltration plan?
Jashaka is ready with the costumes.
Do you need any other props that we should get on the way down?
Jashaka also has a microbead of theirs and has been monitoring their conversation, if any.
Excellent work.
Most impressive.
Max suddenly pipes up through the microbead. Perrin, remind me again. What are we supposed to do here? Find information on guys and get 3 keys or something?
Yes. If we can trace any of the keys through him, that will be the main objective.
So
But
there's
until we
no
do-
indication that there are keys here, right?
No.
Right. Because these people down here, they don't look like the kind of guys who got any key. What I think it is, it's an headquarters for intelligence, but not something we might have to attack or even do anything with.
May I offer a different take on it?
Please do, Ishaka.
Consider if they're... Think of it this way, maybe there are the guards for the keys and use the different disguises in order to not arouse suspicion of people coming and going.
Indeed. You might want to know that we had another friendly service gull taking a gander through the window.
We're being traced here?
Well, someone was looking.
Alright, I don't like this. I think we should back out for now. Perhaps come back later. Do we have any
Indeed.
evidence of him having being heretical?
Yeah, I think we're taking all the mundane evidence that we can from
As,
the floors.
As Matt
Also-
says that he can hear Callus laugh and says, "Oh, do we?"
Besides, we can continue to monitor their microbeat conversations and
Do you have the
establish a better
copies?
plan.
Yeah.
That is a wise idea. Have you heard anything of interest as you waited?
Yes, you
Do I need to
have.
roll for that? Okay.
You have. No, that's just common conversation. You've heard that they are even talking to Caius. Caius is somewhere else, and he's communicating with them. They are involved in what seems to be petty theft. They're basically running into wealthy establishments in the city, shaking them down, stealing wealthy possessions and so on in the name of the Yeomanry. And Caius is running his little operation here. That is a part of the controversy.
Do they use, from what you heard, just shout out, do they use this entrance quite often, or is there another way inside?
Yeah, so you hear that there is an underground tunnel, and that the main building is just a shell. And as you sort of overhear the conversation, you hear that there is a regular patrol on the way to the building, and they should be here any moment.
I think it might be a smarter idea to drop this microbead off to Father, and he might be able to establish more resources to better tackle this situation.
Indeed.
As probably we would have done to the main floor, I trip a tad bit over the butler's body and say, "We might need to clean up."
Do you think that they will be spooked too much if the building burns down?
Yeah, they will be spooked. Leave the body,
I-
it's just a butler being dumb.
I
Yeah.
think it's
Chalk it up
I
to
think
curiosity.
I think it would be smarter to try and reset everything as best we can and leave little trace of our incursion.
I think going for the burglary look might be better.
Allow me to explain that a little better. If the Inquisitors decide to do an operation, it is best for our opponents to believe that they are operating unaware.
Yeah, we could stage it to look like a burglary, says Callus, massaging his jaw.
I believe that would be faster than cleaning up, seeing as we have little time.
Mac pipes up. Listen, if we stage it up as a burglary, someone's gonna pay attention to it. Security's gonna be tighter. I'm on the fence, but going with just Shaka, but I think it's best to at least enable the security again, and then quickly get out.
Yes.
And locking the gate, or locking the door we just came into.
If you do that, the rest of us can just do a bit of smashing and a bit of grabbing.
Don't smash or grab anything. Just go. Just get out. Do we got any getaway, or are we here on foot? What's the deal?
We're here on foot,
We
but
came here on foot.
as soon as we're a block away, we can melt into the shadows.
May I make one more suggestion? Use the costumes we have here because there are regular civilian clothes. It would make us seem very nondescript leaving.
It
We
would
can
take
toss-
some time. Can we afford it?
No.
The The clothes are already ready to go. I've been preparing them while you guys went upstairs.
Very well. Let's change into that, and as we do, let me just give you one extra option. The patrol coming here, how big is it? I can dominate if you want to capture and interrogate.
No. Where is everyone
I
standing
think
right now?
Perrin is currently trying to change into the clothes that Yeshaka has prepared.
Is anyone in the first floor where the
No.
the door is?
No.
No, but Callus would have left the drone monitoring from a corner to
Cool. The
see
drone
if
tells
somebody
you that
enters.
there is currently an Aventinian yeomanry walking up to the door as we speak.
Callus's wrist just beeps and he looks at his wrist and says, "We have company."
How many?
One.
How many do I see?
One.
One.
Oh,
Can I see what type? Is he heavily armed? Heavily armored?
Oh yeah, he's carrying the standard gear. He's pretty heavily armed. He has bionics all over. He's carrying a handgun, a huge rifle over his back, grenades. He's just decked out in armor like the rest of the yeomanry. They are real badasses.
Callus looks at Perrin and says, "I think you might be able to work your magic on him."
let's see if we can go with normal subterfuge first. I'll be ready to catch if that fails.
The door opens. You can all hear
As
it
Perrin says
squeaking on
that,
the front door.
Perrin is trying to get up, getting the rest of the clothes on, getting up to the first floor where presumably Callus is ready to receive.
Hey,
As soon as you
Shaka.
walk up, you see the door open. What do you do?
I'm hanging around the corner.
Callus dodges out of sight into the basement, basically dive bombing into the basement.
Okay. So you're diving and sliding across the floor. Perrin.
Should I roll for agility?
No, it's fine. Nah, you have time. It's a heavy door. Perrin, you're sort of peeking out from the corner. You see.
I'm not peeking. I see through walls.
You see the walls, right. The guard comes in, and he's now stepping in. Very wide stance. It almost like a cowboy entering a saloon. He stops for a moment. Some dust falls down, and he sort of stands there. And you can see his posture as he's sort of hardening. He slowly grabs his gun. There's a broken monotask servo skull on the floor. There's a broken window, and there's blood all over the ground. He grabs his gun, and you see him slowly take one of his hands, and he's about to touch his motorcycle caster.
Please come over. We need to talk. And that's dominate.
Okay. I was wondering, like, okay, yeah, dominate. Interesting.
Absolutely based.
How far away is he? Because that determines my chances of success.
Not far, under 10 meters.
Under 10, great. Then I'm gonna use 2 side. Oh shit.
Reroll
Burn
it.
the
Gotta fade
fate.
that.
Faith it. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Damn.
Yeah, that's better. That's 2 degrees of success.
Okay.
Willpower if he wants to resist that.
Oh yeah, he wants to resist it. Definitely. Alright, I'm gonna roll it publicly because I think it's kind of important. I don't know. Okay. Does he get any penalty to the willpower?
I don't know what his willpower is, but you know he needs to beat my my success.
It needs to beat your success, and you had how many degrees?
I had 2 degrees.
2 degrees.
But
Aw, shit. You beat him. You beat him. You beat him. Yep. What happens next, Baron?
Yeah, since that only lasts a round, I'm just basically disrupting him and hoping that someone else will. Guys, please help neutralize before he gets his cons up.
Jashaka will walk behind him and stab him with an injector full of Obscura.
Okay, everyone is sort of waiting in the staircase. It's 7 seconds or so around, I think. It's quite a lot of time actually for experienced combat veterans. You run up the stairs. You see this man, almost in a catatonic state, slowly walking down this hallway. The lumen globes lighting up his uniform and various metal trinkets, casting shapes and silhouettes all over the room. And he sort of stands there just looking at you as you pass him. Interesting. And then you all get one attack. Who is in the first floor?
Everyone
is following up. Yeah.
We all move up.
I'm gonna say that 2 people reach him in time to make attacks. Who is it gonna be?
Not me.
I can. I was gonna just inject him with Obscura and try to, take him down without.
We're clearly on.
Alright.
Yeah, I'd definitely go for that.
Cool. So you run up.
Try to
Can
hit
you
him
find
with the
the,
injector.
Can you find the description for Obscura for me, please?
Oh,
I have it here, actually.
If it has a delayed effect.
Though often illegal, Obscura is popular in many fighting units, where combatants are eager for a respite from constant battle. Obscura users enter a dreamlike state for 1d5 hours.
Anything about the delayed effect? How long it takes?
No, but it is addictive.
Okay, that probably won't be relevant for this fellow, but yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you inject this Obscura? Describe the scene as you.
I am stabbing him, Jashaka, knowing that we might be made and wishes to prevent the alarm from going off. Quickly runs up, takes the injector already prepared with Obscura as a emergency situation, and comes and kind of jabs it in the neck, hoping to kind of get a quick release for the target.
You hear him shout as you stab him with a needle. What do the rest of you do?
Okay, so we got some time, I believe. I think if we just erase this short little sequence from his memory, and clean up, we can probably get away fast.
He falls
Does
down
anyone know
lifeless. Sorry.
Alright, you guys keep on doing that. I'm gonna wipe out that security breach. Give me 1 sec.
Great. Does anyone have an idea
Just-
of what to do with the body?
Is he going to die or?
The butler.
Oh no.
The butler
Oh.
from before.
Oh.
And the blood
We-
there.
just
Okay, we
check it.
could just wipe.
We could make it seem like he went on a rampage here, if you can modify memories.
I only have skill enough to erase some recent fragments. I'm sorry.
Well, there you go. He went on a rampage and completely forgot. We blame it on chaos entities and call it a day.
Forgive
Oh, yeah.
me, but why exactly would we need to alter the scene?
As you
No,
stand
you-
there talking, the man wakes up. And you see him sort of grab with his arm. He's grabbing for his side arm. What do you do?
I'm saying, let's just get out of his sights and I'll have him move aside from where we need to go when we need to leave the building. Let's just let him rampage. And as he does so, Perry's slowing backing down the stairs.
What do you others do?
I've tried to erase my presence digitally by turning on the security system.
Nice.
How-
Yep, you can easily do that. Don't need to take a test.
Quick question. Can
Question.
I leave a back door open for the next time we come in?
Absolutely. Yes. You're
Would I
not
roll
in-
anything for it?
No. You're now in the code, and you easily put up a back door. It won't be recognizable to anyone but an absolute tech expert who's looking for it.
I'm gonna assume that he fails against 7 degrees of success on willpower, so that memory is gone.
Okay.
Of him getting stabbed
Of him
and
getting stabbed, Cool.
yeah.
It's gone.
From entering the door, basically.
Yep. Gone. As he stands up, he sort of leans on the side of the staircase. He turns around and he sort of quickly twitches around. Anyone who's nearby can see him sort of or hear him slowly walk across the floor, fall to one knee, and it's almost like the building is shaking. And it sort of shifts around, sliding on the floor, and he tips over a chair that makes a lot of noise, and he's sort of fiddling around, getting up, falling down.
All right.
Now, quick question. What kind of rifle does he have on his back?
One moment.
You just drugged the man. You're gonna steal from him too?
Maybe if you want this to look like he went on a rampage, we shouldn't mess with his equipment.
I'm curious. It's you never know.
Gotta love some good greed.
He's got a hell gun.
Fucker.
Yep.
What kind of armor is he wearing?
Would it be possible for me to pilfer it off of him as he's stumbling?
Definitely.
What would you like me to roll for it?
You just grab it. It's helpless.
Okay. I grab it. Well, while I'm at it, I'm gonna toss all the weapons in random directions so it seems like he dropped them. With the exception of the one he has on his hand.
Yep. He turns around and he lets off a couple of blasts. And it sort of hits the wall. A couple of paintings fall off. This definitely made a lot of noise.
Perfect. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, I'm pressing my microbead. Are you done down there yet?
Yes, we're done. Let's get out of here.
Great.
No need to stage anything when a few shots have already been fired.
Jesus fucking Christ, this thing went loud. Dash out of here. Come on, let's go, kid.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're in the lobby.
Just
Sorry,
Just Shaka is gonna start making his way out, pretending like he belongs there.
Nice.
So will Perrin.
Awesome. Awesome.
Trying to look like an attendant to the others.
Yes. You quickly run out the door. The last thing you hear is him grabbing his Voxcaster. Go, help! Help! Help!
I mean, I can hear the microbead.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
I hear the conversations.
As you run out, you spot an Aquila lander sort of hovering above you. It has searchlights. You don't see this unless something dramatic has happened. The searchlights are sort of looking around. They're hitting several of the masts surrounding Caius's establishment, but it's not over you just yet. And you run out, and you can do an athletics test.
I was saying this before that I really hope I
Everybody
don't
does.
have.
Everybody?
Every freaking body.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
What
Plus
is?
0.
I'm using the save point.
I made it.
It was
I
plus
wouldn't
0, wasn't it? Was it plus 0?
Plus 0.
Okay.
I'm rerolling that using inspiration point.
Ooh, damn.
Ooh.
Oh, you-
Hera just fucking
minus
jumps out.
20, you said.
Jesus fucking.
No!
Oh, I fucking made it.
That's unbelievable. Oh,
Can
Jesus.
I roll stealth now?
Who didn't make it? Did anyone not make it?
I did not make it.
Did you have a fate point?
Yep.
No, that's incorrect.
Mac
My
didn't
target
make
is
it either.
incorrect.
Okay, gotcha. So you
I don't
think
make it.
you
I don't make it.
Okay. Those who didn't
How
make
is
it.
it that?
Yeah, go on.
Oh, never mind. I
Yeah.
figured out.
Those who didn't make it, first of all, make a deceive test. +10.
Oh yeah, I'm good with this.
Okay,
That
and
is for
can
your,
I use a fate point for
that
this?
is for your outfit not being conspicuous.
Oh for fuck.
You can also reroll this.
Yeah, that's probably worth
Oh
it.
yeah, I'm totally here. I'm absolutely normal.
Sick.
I even flipped a bird to the searchlight.
Oh yeah, at least
Ah.
that's only 1 degree of failing.
Perrin, as you run out, your hood falls off. You're sort of fiddling with it. You're blind, and you're struggling sort of to find the right pieces of the cloth. You grab it and you pull. Your arm sort of slings behind your back. As you're running, you look behind you and you can feel the warmth of a searchlight. It is pointed right at you as you're running. And,
Yeah, so I'm gonna leg it to the nearest alley.
Yep, cool. So you're gonna try to stoop behind an alley. And you see the rest of the party sort of running off, or you can sense them with your senses down the bridge. You turn around, you see Perrin struggling. He's sort of limping almost into a back alley. His robe has gotten stuck behind his back, and he's sort of slithering behind this alley.
Mac pipes up, using his microbead. Jashaka, Callus, get back to Perrin. I'll try to get her right out. Perry, you're with me.
Confirm.
Thank you.
Shaka moving out.
Don't know how I can help, but okay, let's go.
Okay. Perrin, you spend a little time sort of navigating through the back alleys.
And I plan to
I'm
come
gonna
out a
let you-
different man.
I'm gonna let you use your straight up intelligence to try to solve this situation. Just do an intelligence test. 0.
Okay.
This is for you navigating through the right alleys and getting out of here.
Oh yeah, this is not my usual beggar quarters. Turns out that I don't know these alleys that well.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Who's looking for Perrin?
Callus and Jashaka.
Kels and Jashaka. You see Perrin.
But-
Go on.
I do have a way to solve the problem. You say alleys tend to be between buildings, and if there are any doors, I could just have someone helpful open and let me in.
Nice. You walk up to one of the doors. You look through the door. You see someone is there. Someone is very close. What do you do?
Excuse me, would you mind letting me rest here for a bit?
Through the door. The door is closed. They're on the inside. You're on the outside.
Yeah, and I'm basically talking very loudly through the door and knocking.
Cool. Yeah. You hear someone walking up to the door, and this little metal sliver slides to the side. You can see his eyes.
Excuse me, would you mind letting me in here? There seems to be something afoot here tonight.
No.
Please.
Do a charm test. +0.
Yeah, that's better. 3 degrees of success.
Alright. He sort of inspects your robes and looks at you, and right now you look quite hopeless, helpless, and you're also blind. And he sort of looks behind you. Slowly, the door opens up.
Thank you, friend. Thank you.
What's going on?
Oh, I'm not sure. There was an explosion a few minutes ago up on the hill, and yeah, I'm not sure what happened.
You stay there for a little while. The rest of you see yeoman guards running down these bridges. Perrin, You stay there long enough for this to blow over, and you made it. That's where we end it.
Wow.
Are we ending here for tonight?
For tonight.
Okay.
Awesome.
I didn't manage to get a lot in, but
Well done, guys. Everyone gets an inspiration point for awesome role playing. You all did great. We're gonna end the session.
I am